Hey kids, History Channel guy here. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be watching history according to Family Guy. So Family Guy is one of my favorite shows, and I thought it'd be fun, sort of different for us to watch how a historian would react to Family Guy's history gags. So as you know, they have like the little gag things where they have flashbacks, and that's like their main form of comedy. Some say it's lazy. I think it's funny. But before I get started, I just wanted to remind everyone to remember to like and subscribe. We are 200 watch hours away from being able to monetize the channel. So just make sure you watch as many videos as possible and share it to as many people as possible. So without further ado, let's watch Family Guy's ancestral history gags.
I feel like an explorer, just like my ancestor, Ponce de Leon Griffin. There it is, boys, the fountain of youth, just like I told you. Well, that was worth the 8-year boat ride.
Okay, so starting off the bat, we're doing Ponce Leon Griffin, which is a reference to the Spanish explorers who set out to the New World to look for gold, valuables, but another big thing was searching for lost cities or these like lost relics. So the most popular of which was the Fountain of Youth, and it was a big thing in near the Iberian Peninsula in Spain and Portugal to find the Fountain of Youth because they actually believed in it, and it was in some sort of folklore within the region. But yeah, it was a very important reason for the funding of these expeditions because they thought that the Fountain of Youth actually existed. But mildly funny. The joke, I'd give it a 2 out of 10.
We haven't had a celebrity in a family since my great-aunt, Queen of Burlesque Griffin. Cheesy jokes and ugly broads.
Ugh.
Way back when they had no porn, just scarves, fans, fat,
Yuck.
gross.
Ugh.
A terrible time for your penis to live in. What are you talking?
So there, that's also very accurate. So back in the day, 1920s and earlier, they used to pay to go see those sort of shows because that was the only way you could sort of get it done. That was the only sort of pornography that was available to the masses. But simultaneously, there's some funny stories about out west. So at the county fairs back in the day, you used to be able to like smell a woman's scarf, or you would be able to see a woman. The Miss USA from back in the day was just infamously like really ugly and disgusting, just because there was a lack of women back then in these territories. So you would have these territories which were like 90% men and sometimes more, and sometimes towns didn't have women at all. So it would be women were such a commodity back then that you were able to view even the simplest things like a woman's scarf or her shoes as pornographic material.
Talking about? I'm a born leader, like my great-great-uncle Ulysses S. Griffin. Chug-a-lug, 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 chug-a-lug.
So this is obviously a reference to Ulysses S. Grant being an alcoholic, and whether he was one or not, I'm not here to debate it or not, but I would certainly say that Ulysses S. Grant was a binge drinker and he couldn't hold down his alcohol. But full-blown alcoholic, I don't know. I think the jury's still out on that. And look, Robert E. Lee's unable to compete with Ulysses S. Grant's great drinking abilities.
Look, yeah! Woo! How's that, Robert E. Lee? All right, no more slaves. But we still don't have to read books. Deal. Yeah!
So I guess that's their take on Appomattox Courthouse. That's not how it happened. It actually happened because Lee basically saw no reason to continue the war. But, yep, there you go. That's how the Civil War ended according to Family Guy.
Yeah! Woo! You know, my great-great-great-uncle Angus Griffin invented the game. So we're all clear on the rules then. No Jews and no blacks. Hey! From now...
Okay. There's always the funny saying that golf stands for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. I'm surprised he didn't say no women in that as well. But, yeah, there's... I guess Tiger Woods certainly destroys that stereotype, though I don't know when that joke was written.
Go on, I'm going to be right where the action is. Like my uncle, the guy in the white hat, Griffin.
That's a reference to the man who killed Lee Harvey Oswald, and in the picture, there's a guy in a white hat. So there you see Lee Harvey Oswald, the assassin who killed JFK is being shot by a man, I forget his name, but it's really sad that we were not able to try Lee Harvey Oswald like we probably should have, and that's why many of the conspiracy theories persist that the CIA had a lot to do with JFK's death.
There's been a lot of famous Griffins, like my great-aunt Ella Fitzgerald Griffin. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce my accompanist for the evening. Please say hello to young Ray Charles.
I have no idea what this is a reference to, if I'm being honest. Ray Charles was blind, so I don't know. I guess he just can't see the piano. I guess that's technically true. He could he still play musical instruments, so yeah, I guess it's just a Ray Charles joke. Oh shit. Okay. Dude, okay. Yep, so that's how Ray Charles is blind, I guess. Yes, that's the joke. God damn it.
Blind! The Griffin men have always been winners, dating back to my diminutive great-grandfather, Juarez Griffin.
So you have here a Latino small joke and a Mexican cockfighting joke. So there you go. Other than that, I don't think there's any historical relevance there.
Boating's in my blood, ever since my great-grandfather, Huck Griffin, rafted down the mighty Mississippi.
What did you just call me?
I thought that was your name.
That is our word. You've got...
So what he's referring to is in Huckleberry Finn, the famous books, they referred to Jim as, quote, N-word Jim. And I guess he said it there, but in the whole book, like, the uncensored version, there's obviously a censored version now, but in the uncensored version, they would just rip, like, the N-word. They call it N-word Jim, N-word Jim, N-word Jim, but they'd actually say it. But it's just a joke on that, on that book. But yeah, the N-word was really, really widely used in that time period. So yeah, kind of a talk about that.
No right using it.
Hey, I'm cool. No problem. Could you pass me the ore, N-word Jim?
Thank you.
A lot of people live in weird places, like my cousin, J.C. Dugard Griffin. Grandpa, Daddy, husband, my belly hurts again. This country needs more.
I have no idea what that's in reference to, but that's really dark, and I'm sure that happened to someone.
Immigrants like my cousin Peter the Pig needs a new house. I wouldn't...
Obviously a reference to the Three Little Pigs, and of course, Peter being an idiot, he's the pig that had the straw house, which is very fitting for his character.
Do that if I were you.
What?
I said I wouldn't do that. I said knock it off.
Why?
Because I just made stool in there, and if you blow it down, the whole woods is gonna stink. Do you understand?
Do you
understand me, sir? Can't build a pool on my own land. And after my grandfather helped create one of this country's most beloved cartoon characters.
Okay, we've narrowed it down
There's Bugs Bunny.
to two possible names. All in favor of Bugs Bunny,
Okay, yeah.
and all in favor of Ephraim the Retarded Rabbit.
I like it better. I think that's a better name. You should have kept that. Peter is right.
Oh, you can all go to hell.
Exactly, Peter.
Hey, look, here's a picture of your great-great-granddad, Osias Griffin. He owned one of the first dozen telephones. Hello?
Hello, Jonathan?
No, what number are you calling?
7.
Well, this is 3.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta stand...
Alexander Graham Bell is the inventor of the telephone, and that's really all I have to say about that. They did use actual just single-digit numbers, and they thought that they would just continue counting up, but then area codes made it a lot easier just because it just logistically it made it just easier to figure out where people and places / businesses were geographically.
Stand up for yourself. Like my great-grandfather, turn of the century, take on all comers, Griffin. All right, put him up. Are you having a bully day? I'm having a bully day.
That's a reference. This kind of reminds me of Peaky Blinders, where Arthur used to box a lot, and and he would be in these settings, and these would be there's like some of the only entertainment of the day. Boxing used to be the most popular sport in the world for a while, back in the 1940s, 1950s. Boxing, even really up to like Muhammad Ali, boxing was the most popular sport in the world. It just kind of gradually died. It makes you wonder if we're going to have sports like gradually become unpopular. I think baseball would probably be the next sport on the chopping block if I were to guess for popularity, just because baseball's freaking boring.
Is everyone having a bully day?
Bully!
Bully! Yes, bully! Oh, thank God we live in this time. My great-grandfather...
Really? Do you want to say that because you're about to have the Spanish flu in World War One?
His name was Chief Grand Cherokee. Chief Grand Cherokee. He was a rainmaker. Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. I'm so happy doing the neutron dance. Hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya. I'm just burning doing the neutron dance. I'm gonna go down in history.
Didn't really know what to make of that. Yeah, that's Native Americans. They did do that. They have dances to have certain weathers, have certain crop harvests. But yeah, that did happen.
Like my great-great-grandfather, John Wilkes Photo Booth Griffin.
So that's their take on John Wilkes Booth. Yep. He's gonna kill Lincoln. Kill him. Bang.
You're not fat, Chris. You just come from a long line.
Imagine if Abraham Lincoln survived. That could have been one of the greatest what-ifs in American history. Obviously, it didn't happen, but what a what-if story.
And a husky griffins, like your great-great-great-uncle Jabba the Griffin. Raja Nabadua Gola Wacky.
There you go, so that's a reference to Star Wars and Jabba the Hutt, Return of the Jedi. Of the original trilogy, it's probably the worst, but, see Princess Leia, Slave Leia to his left, my right. Nothing much to say about that, but, yeah, there you go. There's Jabba the Hutt.
A nipple pinchy. I'm not stopping till I look as good as my great-aunt. Legs go all the way up, Griffin.
Hey, baby, do those legs go up?
We haven't really had a history one in a while. It's supposed to be a history video, but I guess we'll continue.
All the way up?
Why, yes, they do.
Jesus.
Ah! Oh my God, you're a monster!
Come back. I'll let you do me in the back of the head. His great-grandpa was Thomas Griffin, a great philosopher.
Thomas, would you please go look for a job?
Why?
I've seen that episode before. That's a reference to the nihilist movement, which occurred mostly around Eastern Europe, specifically around the Imperial Russian Empire. And the nihilist movement, a lot of it was inspired by Nietzsche, but they had a lot of philosophers back then basically pondering, like, what was the point of life? What was the point of all of this stuff? And as a result, they're really gloomy, like, refused to do anything individuals, and nihilism, like, in a weird way, kind of led to communism in the Soviet Union.
I'm never going to be remembered for anything. Not like my great-great-uncles, the Siamese twins who fought each other in the Civil War. I'm seceding, like hell you were.
Not too smart, huh?
Yeah, did not think that one through.
So that's actually a true story. So the thing is, Yang and Aang, and I forget their last names, they were actually Siamese twins who fought in the American Civil War together. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting reference, but they fought together. I think one of them was technically drafted to the North Carolina State Militia, and then from there, they one was drafted, one was the other, and then they just was seen as like a freak show for soldiers during the Civil War. But yeah, there's Siamese twins actually got drafted into the Civil War. But it's also kind of a reference to the brother on brothers. There's countless incidents about brother on brothers, and I'll probably do a video on it, so I probably won't reveal too much of it. But yeah, brothers did fight each other in the Civil War, including Lincoln's brother-in-laws. Most of I think it was 5 or 6 of Lincoln's brother-in-laws fought for the Confederacy and directly fought against their sister, Mary Todd Lincoln.
It's pure exploitation.
No, it's not. Those films my cousin Rufus used to do were pure exploitation.
From the cats who brought you Caddy Black, Black Draft, and Black Kramer versus Kramer comes a funky flick so bad you're gonna say, damn, that's funky.
Oh, you out of time, baby.
Where's this going? I have no idea where this is going. This is funny as hell. It's Back to the Future?
Damn!
Rufus Griffin stars in
Black to the Future. I love it. They had the DeLorean and everything. Where's Doc Brown, though? That's my only concern. That looks like that's the end of the video here, but what do y'all think? Do you like this? Do you want me to do more Family Guy, or maybe I can find some South Park or American Dad and their takes on history? Just wanted to do something. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. I'm about to get some alcohol and go out to downtown and go see it. But yeah, what do y'all think? Let me know if you like this content, and you remember to like and subscribe and continue watching the videos. We're so close to being able to monetize. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.